Hey, it's me. Of course, I am in the bathroom. For some reason, I love talking to y'all when I'm putting on my makeup. The only issue is, where am I going to put my phone? So I'm going to talk to y'all really quick. I'm on my way out the door. As a matter of fact, I can hold the phone. I'm on my way out the door to catch a train to Los Angeles, okay? And I was sitting here watching this video. I watch it every day, probably 3 or 4 times a day. It's called the Top 50 Rules for Women Entrepreneurs. It features Martha Stewart, Oprah Winfrey, Beyonce, J.K. Rowling, and a few other people. And I was sitting here, I love opportunities to travel. Hey, I love opportunities to travel because for whatever reason, your mind is clear, right? And so, don't talk about me. I'm just rushing it on. But so, I had a great conversation with a gentleman today, Nate O'Brien. And he kind of, I don't want to say he went off on me, but he kind of told me what I needed to hear. Y'all know I hate a dirty phone. He kind of told me what I needed to hear for that next level. And the funny thing is, his theme song is, I hate my brows. Well, I gotta get them done when I get to LA. I gotta clean them up. Ugh, they don't look good. So anyway, he has a song by A$AP Rocky on Next Level. Y'all know I barely listen to music. So anyway, we jam into it. I'm on the next level. I think that's what it's called. But what I began to think, am I gonna be in Philly? No, I'm not coming. What I began to think was about how people try to label you. I'm in this stage of transition in my life and in my business. And sometimes when you have a transitional season in your life, you're going to disappoint a lot of people because you pump the brakes on what they try to force you to do, right? They might try to pull you in a direction. You're like, nah, that's not the direction that I want to go in, right? So you might have some stops and starts along the way because you are figuring things out, right? It's kind of like going through a maze. You make a turn, you might hit a wall, be like, nah, let me do a U-turn. I'm going to go in a different direction. But what you'll find, here's a reality. Everybody has a process of development. And sometimes in that process is a lack of clarity. No, I'm not quitting TLC. It's a lack of clarity. It's a lack of, the details. And so you go through these different types of processes where you're getting the clarity and you're going through assessments and reevaluations and this, that, and the other. And so what happens is other people might see or think what it is that you need to do. And if you don't do what they want you to do, then they'll give you a label, right? They'll give you a label. They'll say whatever they want to say. They'll just title you something. And the funny thing is, I've had a lot of people, as a matter of fact, I ran into somebody at this event who they know me, but they don't really know me. They've had a chance to be around me a little bit, but they underestimate me, right? You have people in your life who underestimate you and they make little snarky comments. And so he walked up to me, he's like, so what are you up to now? Blah, 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 right? He's trying to be a little condescending. So we talked for a little bit, but the way he was talking to me let me know that he didn't believe in me, which is okay. People ain't got to believe in you as long as you believe in yourself. But it began to make me think about people who give you titles, right? There's a couple of folks that, have said stuff to me, you too deep. You like to do all this, you like to do all that. And, if I were you, I would be like me. They would say little snarky things and they would give you titles. But here's why I shot this video. Don't ever let anyone label you. Be very careful how you digest the words that people speak on you. If there's one thing that I know for sure, I know that I'm born and destined and here to be great, right? But everybody's not going to know your greatness, acknowledge your greatness, believe in your greatness. And even when they do see the greatness in you, oftentimes it's intimidating. So if I can give you a sense of limiting belief in your possibility to be great, then I'm going to conquer my fear by making you attach yourself to the fear that I have and not believe in yourself. And so I want you guys to understand it is so critical to know who I am. And I say I, meaning me. Know who you are. Know what you were born to do. And don't ever let anybody label you or force you out of your process. You see, process produces character, creates clarity, and positions you for greatness. And oftentimes, we want to go and get the approval and begin to get others to validate our journeys. And when you are at a place where you're in a sense of uncertainty about the outcome, but you have clarity about the purpose and the fact that you were born to do great. You may not know what that greatness is, but you know you're born and destined for greatness. You have to attach yourself to that belief system, even in the unknown, and don't let anyone else's opinion of you become your reality. You see, here's what I know for sure. I know for sure that oftentimes I get a lot of people that make statements and make comments out of a lack of belief in themselves, but also a sense of intimidation of my true self, right? I have people who often, because of who I am, they have a sense of a scarcity mindset that is not enough room for you to be great and me to be great. So let me suppress who you really are so that I can shine brighter than you. You see, be very mindful of the circles you keep. Be very mindful of the company you keep. Be very mindful of the words you digest. Be very mindful of the type of suggestions or snarky comments that are going through your ear gate. Be very mindful of how you process that information. Be very mindful of how you allow yourself to meditate on that information. And also be very mindful of the words you speak to yourself. Do not adopt and inherit the words and beliefs of other people. Begin to look in the mirror and tell yourself who you are, knowing that you are worthy to do great and mighty things. Begin to document that thing, meditate on it, act on it, live and breathe it, so that you can begin to understand that you are born to do great and mighty things that other people may never, ever understand. So regardless of who they are, what they've accomplished, what they have, and where they've been in their lives, that's great. But your journey is your own journey. Don't let other people's opinions of you become your reality. All right? So that's what I have to share with you guys. I got to get to the train station. I'm on my way out of here. I'm super duper psyched. Got great and mighty things coming. And I am so freaking grateful. So grateful of the seasons of our lives that are called process. See, many of you want to get the end result, but you don't understand that it's not about the end result. It's not about the destination. It's about the journey. It's about the process of development. It's about who you become in the process to accomplishing that end goal that you have in mind. So yeah, you can begin with the end in mind, but learn to begin with the beginning in mind. All right, guys, I'm out. Have a great and awesome and productive weekend. And of course, y'all know I might Periscope a little bit more. I've been Periscoping a lot today, haven't I? So anyway, I'm out. See you later. Bye.